Tired of scrolling through the same old options for your next movie night? Let's explore some hidden gems that'll have you hooked from start to finish. Movies that will thrill you, move you, and maybe even scare you. From the chilling twist of The Substance to the heartfelt charm of Piece by Piece, this list is packed with fresh picks for a variety of movie lovers. So grab some popcorn and let's discover your next obsession. Strange Darling. Nothing is what it seems when a twisted one-night stand spirals into a serial killer's vicious murder spree. Strange Darling is a psychological thriller and it was amazing. I love this film so much. The thing that stands out to me the most is the cinematography. Oh my gosh. From the vibrant colors to the brilliant composition, the shots were amazing. The tension was everything. I love this film. It's one of my favorite psychological thrillers right now. Definitely want to go back and do a deep dive into it. If you like psychological thrillers that have a lot of tension, was it really bloody? A lot of blood. This one is for you. Salem's Lot. An author returns to his hometown of Jerusalem's Lot in search of inspiration for his next book, only to discover that the townspeople are being attacked by a bloodthirsty vampire. Pop in the Trunk has a whole new meaning after watching Salem's Lot. I absolutely loved it. It's a vampire horror film, and I love vampires, but it's traditional in some ways and not traditional in others. I don't want to give away too much, but it's really just a great watch. I thought it was fun. I love the way that they used children in this. Children are like at the core of this film. They are very involved in what's going on with the town and what's happening in this small town. Amazing film. It does start off just a tad slow, not too slow, but just a little, but it's fine. It picks up and it's a great time. Blink Twice. When tech billionaire Slater King meets cocktail waitress Frida at his fundraising gala, he invites her to join him and his friends on a dream vacation on his private island. As strange things start to happen, Frida questions her reality. Blink Twice is a psychological thriller, and man, oh man, did it deliver. I don't think anything could have prepared me for this movie. I think Channing Tatum gave his absolute best performance of his career, even beating Gambit. But he killed this role. It was really, really good. It got really uncomfortable at some points because it really sheds light on violence towards women in this given space when it comes to billionaires and their private island parties and stuff like that. Very twisted. Great ending. Love the ride. Do not miss this one. Odity. A psychic medium attempts to uncover the truth behind her sister's murder at the site of the crime. Odity is an Irish horror film and I loved it. It was so good, right? Because they were able to build tension like no other horror film that I've seen lately. The sound design was insane and just the anticipation of wanting to know what is going on, first of all, and then what happened. And it's a nice twist at the ending. It's kind of bloody, but it was good. It was a really good film. Highly recommend this one. You can catch it on Shudder. The Radleys. This film follows a seemingly ordinary family with a dark secret. They are vampires. They choose not to drink blood despite their natural cravings, but their truth is revealed one day. This has got to be the most unique vampire film I've ever seen. They changed the rules. The rules are not the same in this film as they are for other vampire films. And I really, really like that approach. It is a comedy, but it is still very much a vampire horror film. There's lots of blood, all the vampy things, but it's a very unique twist on what it is to be a vampire and how you even become a vampire. It has to, one of the things that I thought was interesting in this film is that your vampirism, has to be awakened, even if you're born a vampire. Super cool movie. Definitely check it out if you're into these kind of films. Love on the Danube. These movies are a collection, not a trilogy. The location, which is on the Danube, is uniting the concept. Even though they all take place in the same location and on this same ship, they're all self-contained stories and not really connected by much except a few supporting characters. I loved every last one of these movies. If you like a good rom-com, I highly recommend it, especially if you already like Hallmark movies. But I really like these. I've seen Hallmark movies in passing because my mom watches them a lot, but these were different. And I think there may have been a change over there at Hallmark because these movies were complete films with developed characters and everything. Thoroughly enjoyed them. That last one, Royal Getaway, even had me crying. And I was just like, listen, y'all need to stop. But these are great. These movies are a great time. You can watch them alone. You can watch them with your parents. You can watch them with anybody, really. They're amazing films. Absolutely love them. Highly recommend if you love romantic comedies. Piece by Piece, a vibrant journey through the life of Pharrell Williams, told through the lens of Lego animation. Listen, Piece by Piece was something really, really special, okay? I was not expecting anything from this. I didn't really know what it was about. I just knew it had something to do with Pharrell Williams. I did not expect to be so entertained and inspired by this film. And I'm gonna go ahead and call it a film. It is a documentary, but it plays like a film at the same time. It's kind of like they have the interview segments, but then they play out what they're telling you instead of just showing images like a traditional documentary. The coolest thing about this was that it was completely in Lego animation. I don't even know how to really classify this because it's animation, it's a documentary, but it's also a film. I would call it a film. I absolutely loved it. It's one of the best things I've seen this year. It was so cool. And even if you don't know who Pharrell Williams is or what he's done, which I totally do. I grew up on the Neptunes, okay? So if you are a fan of Pharrell Williams, not just him as a solo artist, but also him as being part of the Neptunes, producing all these beats for some of our favorite musicians, oh my gosh. Whether you know him or not, it's amazing. But if you do know who Pharrell is and you do know his music, man, baby, I was on my feet for like an hour. At least, what was that, like half of it? For over half of this, I was on my feet jamming. Like, you do not understand how hard that grinding beat hit when it came. When it came out in reality, but also when it came on in this film, because I haven't heard that song in forever. And we used to get down with grinding. I don't know if I could do it on this desk because I feel like I might knock something over. Don't do that? Okay. My husband told me not to do the grinding beat. He hit me with one of these. But y'all know, that's my shit. Anyone who is a creator of any kind will be inspired by this film. I highly recommend that anyone checks it out. It's just a great body of work. And the level of creativity was it was bold. It was fearless. It was amazing. You know, I didn't really know anything about Pharrell at all. His journey, nothing. I just enjoyed his music, consume and enjoy, right? But damn it, it gave me a new appreciation for what he's done, what he's accomplished, but also it was just so freaking inspiring. I can't say it enough. It was so fun to watch too. And the music, it's almost a musical. I would almost say it's a musical too. But it's a great watch. Now, before I reveal this last movie, let me know what you think about these picks and drop some movies you think I should check out. Okay, moving on. The Substance. A fading celebrity takes a black market drug, a cell-replicating substance that temporarily creates a younger, better version of herself. I cannot say enough about this movie. Oh my gosh. I actually got to see it in theaters and it was such a treat. Oh. Whew. Okay, so Demi Moore was everything in this film. It was just so good. The Substance is a psychological horror film, also a body horror film, because there's a crazy because it's a crazy monster design, right? The performances, the cinematography, the monster design, the discomfort of it all. It is just so uncomfortable. They make things that are not even typically uncomfortable, very uncomfortable and just gross. Like, this dude was eating and it was one of the most disgusting scenes in the whole film. It's crazy. The Substance is a one-of-a-kind film. I've never seen anything like it, and I was glued to the screen. I was in the theater like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen next? There is a good amount of nudity, so be prepared for that. It's not sexual nudity, but full-on nudity, not just, you know, some titties and butt hair. Like, we get the full female anatomy up close and personal. So be prepared for that. The Substance is a good one. It's produced by Mubi, so it should be on their platform forever. Definitely check this one out if you're into crazy psychological horror and body horror, because the visuals are insane and they are so disgusting. And there is probably more blood in this film than I've ever seen in any other film. And that's saying something, because we know how Quentin Tarantino gets down. However, the ending scene for The Substance, I'm gonna be honest, the jury is still out, because I don't quite understand what the purpose was. If I can find the meaning, then I'm cool with it. But yikes. Lots and lots and lots of blood. Very, very disgusting. You have been warned. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more awesome content.